Good evening, friends, followers, and channel members. God, it sounds loud on the apron this evening. Oh, we are in Brussels. Yes, there's currently an event on as well here in Brussels. Aircraft from, I think, is it Lisbon to Brussels, I think is the event. We're not taking part in the event, but we are in Brussels, so there is a lot of traffic. Oh, I think the engine next to me has just shut its engine down. So that's much better. Yes, a rare Saturday night stream for me today. So I thought, yeah, well, I've got time, so why not? Great to be here. Hope you're all having a really fantastic weekend, and yeah, if you've got nothing else to do for the next couple of hours, then join us as we head back in the orange colours from Brussels up to Edinburgh tonight. So we'll be chasing that ever increasingly late sunset. Now, there's some strange things going on with my scenery here in Brussels. This must be an update, which I've clearly not done. All my vehicles appear bright pink with textures missing. So not quite sure what's going on there, but never mind. Anyway, we'll just skip over that. So, good evening, everyone coming into the chat. Great to have you on board tonight for our flight. Shout out to our channel members as always. Hey, Jordan, Marcel, 8 minutes before happiness. Hope you're well, Marcel. Dark Fury's here as well. Zara2411, good to see you. Christian Starmer, and new channel member right the way before the stream's even started, Klaus Kroner, mate. Welcome back to the First Officers Club. Really do appreciate your support, mate. Thank you so much. First new member of the stream this of the channel this evening. Beluga on PC, mate, says you're having some problems with the Phoenix. Perhaps we can discuss that in cruise, Beluga. We'll get that sorted. And Klaus is next Friday flying from Charles de Rye up to Edinburgh to dine in the kitchen. Nice, and you can't wait. Well, I hope it's going to be worthwhile for you. Right, so shout out as well to those watching on Twitch. It's G13. Good evening to you. Operational flight plan pinned into the chat as per usual. Let's get inside the cabin where it should be a little bit quieter, I think. There we go. Yeah, this is what I mean. Look at all my vehicles. What's going on here? There's Aerosoft done an update that I clearly wasn't privy to, because that is yeah. I'm sure that's not the latest trend in Brussels. Although, as emergency vehicles go, do you not think this would be a pretty decent paint scheme? I mean, you're not going to miss them. Look at them glow. Bit of an immersion killer, but there we go. Yeah, so actually we've got all the information there at the gate. Where are we? We're at gate 136. We're going to get some ATIS information at the moment. Loads of VATSIM ATC. Pushing back in 47 minutes. We'll try and beat that if we can. Runway 07 right for departure, and the Danger 2 Juliet is what is planned. We'll go and get that all set up. Ben, did we get Brussels from the marketplace? No, I don't think so. It might have been from Aerosoft Direct, actually. Dead Vader says it's also got the same issue with Brussels. Well, so I'll just need to open up the Aerosoft app, but there will clearly be an update in there that I have missed. Danny Rubble, hey Danny, how you doing, mate? Not seen you for a while, so I hope hope you're doing well. Right, before we go any further, should we grab the ATIS? See what's occurring. Loads and loads of traffic coming into Brussels tonight, so looking forward to a very, very busy stream. So should be quite realistic. Let me just check the tablet's hooked up and working. Yeah, great stuff. So what frequency are we on for ATIS? I don't know Brussels very well, so, and I think we've got quite a long taxi to the active too, so should be fun. Hey Bardwell, good day, how are you? Happy Saturday, or is it Sunday where you are now? Right, what we got? 13247. 13247, let's check that out. 13247. I haven't actually done the cockpit setup either yet, so I need to go and do that in a moment. It's very dark. 13247. Is that the right frequency, isn't it? Might not be, unless we've got no voice. 132.475. Yeah, that is the right frequency. Clearly, there's just no voice active. All right, well, we'll get it off. We'll get it off the tablet in a moment. Just before we go any further, In fact, we'll turn this up because we might get pre-departure clearance tonight. If they're using that, you would imagine with the VATSIM event on, they would be using it. So we'll check that in a bit. But let's just get this loaded in. I normally do this before I start the stream, but didn't get a chance this evening. Yeah, Danny, I'm doing good, mate. Thanks for asking. Glad you're here as well for us tonight. Klaus says there has been an update, it's a couple of weeks old. Well, Klaus, that tells you how often I update stuff. I'm just one of those people, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But now it quite clearly is broke, so I do need to go in and fix it. Loads of great liveries coming into Brussels, as you know. I've seen Air France, Ryanair, Air Brussels. Is it Air Brussels or something like that? So yeah, there's going to be loads of traffic as we taxi around the field in a bit. Let's have a look then. What is the ATIS? If we've not got a voice ATIS, we shall we'll get it off the screen. So let's just bring this in. Right, so British National Information Echo is current. Vectors ILS Pro 01 in use. Arrival. Clear dry runway 07 right in use for departure. Transition level 50. Wind is 010 at 11 knots. That's going to be a little bit of a crosswind takeoff today. Cav OK. Temperature 10.4. QNH 1019. That's the highest I've seen the QNH for a while as well. Confirm information echo on first contact. Okay, good. That's fine. So we've got that. Now let's work out what fuel to take. So through the operational flight plan, let's just check this out. So what we got: 14.6 tons of fuel, cost index of 4. Headwind tonight is slowing us down, sadly. Manchester is the alternate. Takeoff weight is just under 65 tons. Landing weight is 61.5. 07 right is planned. 06 in Edinburgh for landing. Well, that's unusual. We don't normally get to land on 06, so that'd be nice. Alternate around 1.6 tons. Plug fuel is just under 6.5. All right. Well, that all makes sense. Quick check of the flight route. So we're going up through. Oh, that one says Amsterdam Flight Information Region. I doubt we'll actually speak to them. So yeah, so Brussels, London, and then we'll be up into Scottish Control, obviously, for for the arrival into Edinburgh. There it is. Right, let's have a look at the weather. Oh, yes, that's what I like to see. You know that weather's not going to be a concern at all when you see stuff like that. We'll have a look at the Sigma charts to see if there are any CBs about, but that is perfect. In fact, look at the winds in Edinburgh as well. No crosswind, unlimited visibility, no clouds. So, no excuse. Right, that's fine. Okay, let's have a look then at the weather brief, see if anything sticks out for Edinburgh. So what we got currently: Cav OK 1021. Forecast, what's the date today? It's the 15th, isn't it? So basically till 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Sorry, not 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, I'm talking about complete rubbish. Until about 10 o'clock tonight local time. Winds just light and variable. And then tomorrow morning, early hours, chance of rain, but that's not going to bother us. So weather's great. The weather is really good. If we had to divert, what's Manchester got going on? No clouds detected, winds light and variable. It is the perfect weather in the UK today. Newcastle is pretty similar, and Prestwick. Okay, well, that will end up there, to be honest. And Glasgow, again, very similar, very, very similar. So gorgeous weather all round. Let's keep going down, check out the Sigma charts, and see what that looks like. Right, so there is our flight route then, over the channel and up north. Oh, might be able to see my house today if the weather is clear. That'd be nice. Just check out. Pretty much we're avoiding that icing, that band of icing to the left or the west as you look at it. Slight chance of light turbulence till we get out over the channel. So just let cabin crew know that that's a potential. Wait till London to start the cabin service, and then should be fine. Right, so what fuel we're going to take? It's 6.5. I mean, weather's not going to be an issue. The biggest delay is probably going to be here in Brussels with the VATSIM event on, to be honest with you. So let's go with 6.5. I'm struggling. Yeah, this is the kind of flight where, you know, you'd be really struggling to think, yeah, let's take some extra because of, well, there's no real need to. The weather isn't a factor at all tonight. Let's go 6.8. We don't want to spend too much money, do we? So let's take 6.8 tons of fuel, and that's it. That's done. So let's go through the flight deck setup. So we've got a QNH then is 1019. Can have some lights on. It's starting to get dark now, isn't it? There we go, that's better. 1019. VHF 2 should be on the guard. 121.5. I think my mouse needs oiling. 121.5. Don't know if you can hear that on stream while I'm scrolling away. We need to be able to monitor that as well. Just turn the integral lights up. That's fine. And yeah, that's better. I can actually see what we're doing now. 1019. In fact, what I didn't do right at the start was just check what the nav logo likes. Acupressure's good. Up, on, fine. So up to here, 1019. Pocket straits on initial climbing out of Brussels tonight is 60, and everything else is fine. Aircraft is in the turnaround state, which is realistic for this time of day. Turn the brightness down on here. Also get rid of the first officer's tablet, just see if it can save a few frames. That's done. Josh asked, do we use the Thrustmaster yoke? Not in the Airbus. No. We use the Airbus Thrustmaster TCA side stick. Yeah. Good. Hey DC Gert, good to see you, mate. Hope you are well. Right. Have we got pre-departure clearance available to us tonight? Let's have a quick look. It doesn't say that they do, actually, according to their information. So that's a shame. I have to do it the old-fashioned way then and speak to them. Never mind. Chill Out Flight Channel. Good evening, sir. How are you? Hope you are doing. Hope you're doing well. Alright, well, we know what we're doing. Let's set up the box and we'll get going. Right, passengers, about ready to start boarding, I think. Zachary, what runway are we expecting in Edinburgh? 06 for Edinburgh.
Cabin crew, we're ready to start boarding the aircraft now, so you can go ahead, open the doors. Thank you.
Hey Elaine, good to see you this fine Saturday evening. Yeah, it's starting to get dark very quickly, isn't it? Okie dokies, right, go on then. Let's do the box setup. So what we got? IRS, we got 3 nav greens. Aircraft status, that's fine. That's going to have to be updated later this week. All right, let's do the unit request. Hey, football moments. What's today's random cruise topic going to be? Oh, I don't know. I'm sure we'll come up with one. Okay, let's fill the box out with all the stuff. Flight number. So this is not a real world EasyJet flight route, this one. It's just what I fancy doing tonight for whatever reason. So we'll use our default call sign, Easy34 Alpha Mike. Cost index of 4. Temperature 10. Flyer, what we got? Tropo is 37261. Get the winds in. There we go. Wind's done. IRS in it. What is our stand? We are at stand 136, I think, aren't we? 136. Yeah, there we go. Confirmation from there. So let's just check. Coordinates for 136 should be 50 51 4 50 sorry 50 54 1 north. Yep, and 428 7 4:28. 8. Close enough. Cool. That's all right. That's working. So let's put the cruise level in. Flight level 3A0. That's going to be minus 60 degrees. Departing 07 right. That's the, what did I say it was? Denot to Juliet. Make sure we get the right one tonight. There we are. And then departing, and then arriving 06 left, ILS approach, and we're on the IMPIP 1 Echo. It's always the IMPIP 1 Echo arrival into Edinburgh, isn't it? And Novia not coming in via Tala tonight. Right, so that is 487 miles. What we got there? 482. That is that's fine. Happy with that. Radnav page. What we got? BUB. So that is the VOR, which is actually on our departure, I think. So that's the Brussels VOR. We'll get that in. Init B page. Then have we got our preliminary load sheet just yet? Let's see if our dispatch crew are on the ball this evening and have provided it. Nope. Hey David Butler, good to see you. It says I have to catch up with the stream later. No problem, David. Thanks for quickly popping in. Good to see you. Bevation, thank you for the follow on. Twitch. Right, so not wanting to give us the load sheet tonight. Ben, do we have the random failures turned on? Yes, of course we do. So it's nice and realistic. What am I doing? Right, we haven't got the actual load sheet tonight. The dispatchers must be far too busy to have provided that, so we'll take it off the operational flight plan then. So plan 0 fuel weight is 58.7. As we've not got the load sheet, we can have that just set to 30. Alternate fuel is call out 1.7 for redundancy, and hit the fuel planning. So we're going to take 6.8 tons. Bear mentioning nice to catch us live on Twitch for a change. We're usually here. We're usually here, mate. Blue Giver back in about 20 minutes. Will I be airborne by then? No. I'll still be at the gate. So aircraft order 6.2. We're taking 6.8. So that is all fine and dandy. Gives us a takeoff weight of 65.3. And we can't do the performance calculations just yet, can we? So extra time, we've got 600 kilograms extra, which is about 60 minutes extra flight time. Wonderful. Alright, so Beluga is Brussels busy tonight. Oh yeah, it is, because there's a VATSIM event taking place here in Brussels tonight. There's just an influx of aircraft between Lisbon and Brussels, I think it is tonight. So yeah, Ben, yeah, I know you can request a load sheet, but you know, let's keep it realistic. Sometimes it doesn't, it actually doesn't happen, you know, in real life. For whatever reason, you might not have got the load sheet when you're setting up the box, because you know, dispatchers are busy, things like that. So if it doesn't come later, then I'll yell at them and get it sent over. But we can be doing stuff, plenty of stuff to do before that load sheet comes. Right, so that's done. What we can do is we can go into the performance page. Whilst we can't calculate our V speeds, we can just check things like transition altitude. Yep, that's fine. Thrust reduction acceleration values here in Brussels is, yeah, I thought it was, so it's noise weight 11 tonight. Nice to do something different. So it's 1666, and the acceleration value is 3166, and our engine out acceleration value is 1166. Yeah, just 1,000 feet. So this is basically, they just want to get us as high as possible, as quick as possible, for noise reasons. I will be departing flat 1 because we always do flat 1 as per SOPs, so that's fine. We'll go on to the secondary flight plan and we'll pop out the we'll sort out the engine out procedure. So copy the active. There we are. So what is it? There's no terrain or anything like that around here in Brussels, so as we would expect. Standard engine out procedure, 1700 feet, right turn to the flow VOR, and we'll enter the hold. Right, okay, well before I go any further then, as we've got a VOR as part of the engine out procedure, let's just pop that in my side, FLO. So VOR1 in case we needed it for whatever reason, so we know that's 25 miles away. We'll just hard tune as well, BUB on the first officer's side. Alright, that's done. Back to the secondary flight plan then, and we will yeah, let's go and program this in. So what we're doing, straight out 1700 feet and then a right turn to flow. So in order to do that, we will create our engine out waypoint. Let's call it something different tonight. We could perhaps think of names to call this every night, couldn't we? We'll call it E-fail, so engines failed tonight. We're going to pop that in just here. Now let's define it. So it's going to be straight out of Echo Bravo Romeo's runway 07 right, where we're departing. As we depart, we will be flying on the heading of, come on, 069, and as we're just going to fly straight out, let's set it 15 miles away. So there we go, we've defined E-fail. Now let's go back to our secondary flight plan and pop that in, E-fail. There we are. And then once we pass that, we're going to make that right hand turn to the FLO VOR, where we're going to enter the hold, and the inbound course is 308 and it is a right turn hold. So 308 right turn hold. Once that's occurred, if it does occur of course, we hope it doesn't, but Echo Bravo Romeo will be coming back here to Brussels, and they are landing tonight according to the ATIS on ILS 01. I have never done that in Brussels. No start, and flow is a VOR which is in use for the VIA. So that should all look beautiful on the plan. Should we have a look at this work of art? So what we got? So we're straight out, enter the hold at our straight out to our E-fail point, then enter the hold at flow, and then we have got the arrival all back in. Look, there you go. Strange arrival. That looks like it takes us straight back over the airfield and back in. What we'd probably do is just get vectored in for the ILS approach that way. So yeah, that's all well and good. Right, company message I see down there. That means our load sheet must finally have come through. So shall we check that out? Tech G3, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. There it is, load sheet. Right, we can get some figures then. So onto our init B page. So takeoff weight 65 tons is the planned, and let's have a look then. Zero fuel weight is 32.1. Sorry, zero fuel weight center of gravity. I should have said 32.1. So just update that. And the takeoff weight center of gravity is 30.4. Good. And our zero fuel weight is 58.7. That's fine, we've already got that in there. Alright then, so let's do the takeoff performance calculations. So departing 07 right, it is very dry, so flaps 1, no need to force toga, anti-has to be off, packs to be off, takeoff weight was 65.3, and our takeoff weight C of G was 30.4. Now, if you're wondering why the takeoff weight there, we've got 65.3, but on the right hand side of the screen, you can see here, it's actually at 58.7. It's because we've said we're going to throw a bit of extra fuel out, haven't we? So this is the preliminary load sheet. The final load sheet will have the higher Oh, actually, I'm talking. Yeah, we'll have the higher takeoff weight. So that's done. That's done. And that's done. Sync the live weather. Now I don't know Brussels, so let's see if there's a possibility for a shorter takeoff. No. Looks like we're going to be using full length. If they're using this runway for departure, we're not going to be able to like cut across here and take off from whatever intersection that is. Charlie 5, Charlie 6. So, yeah. Full length. Which is a position hotel, position India. This is going to be, what is the full length? 3211. Well, that's interesting because looks like none of those I've got on here. So the full length of runway 07 right is 3211. The highest I've got there is 2893. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to do the takeoff performance calculations. Yeah, that's strange. I'm going to do the takeoff performance calculations then from Charlie 6. And then everything's valid. So, Charlie 6. And there we go, 136, 140, 140. Let's go and get it in. DC says you can use Charlie 5. This is where local knowledge comes into effect. I have no local knowledge of Brussels at all. But we're alright if we use Charlie 6, that'll be fine. So 135, 140, 140. And the flex is going to be 63. Awesome. Okay, so then let's chat to air traffic control, get our clearance, and then by then I think should be pretty much all loaded up and ready to go. We'll start doing the brief. Ground is 11805. Let's give them a call.
Captain, all passengers are on board and we're finished setting up. Doors are also now closed.
Great stuff, thank you very much.
Alright, well, good to know that the cabin crew are done.
So
This frequency is going to be busy.
Runway right, in 3, outer and inner S, hold at 6, at Charles QNH 1020.
From 156, I didn't understand a word of it. You're constantly blowing into your mic. Please, yeah, say again.
Oh god, that sounded like a long taxi instruction.
156, taxi to runway 07 right. Yeah, in 3, outer mic, inner hold at Charlie 6, QNH 1020.
Easy 5252, can you see the correct flight plan now?
Yep, busy frequency. GC Go says it's Charlie 5, we have an amazing view for airplane spotting.
Brussels ground, 552 negative. It's still found from your previous place.
Oh, they really need
No,
pre-departure clearance to be
cannot be
available.
correct. I know what I felt. What is either? You can text me.
Easy 525. My system shows you filed a flight plan from Lisbon to Brussels. I can't change it. You need to refile a flight plan, sir.
I just filed from Brussels to Frankfurt.
Yeah, no, I can see you filed from Lisbon to Brussels. I can't see that you filed from Brussels to Frankfurt. Please verify.
My the page on vPilot, I have literally EBBR and ETTF.
Oh my god, please just hit refile.
EBBR. I file it now. Can you not see it?
Negative. I still see Lisbon to Brussels.
Man, what the? Okay. I try to reconnect and we'll see.
Ground easy 3.
Might request taxi.
Oh, looks like we're going to spend a long time on the ground frequency.
Good evening, Portugal 648, Echo 5.
Chat amongst yourself.
628, Brussels, ground. Hello.
Should we just sit here and listen to ATC and not go anywhere?
Stand 166 via inner 7 and the... Yeah, hope so that they end up inner 7. Sorry.
Now wait for him to reply. There you go.
166, Air Portugal 648. Thank you very much.
Ground Easy 3 for Alpha Mike, stand 136 Type A320 requesting IFR clearance as filed, and we have information echo.
Bijna 2 Hotel Mike, taxi holding point 26, runway 0 right via the inner section.
Oh, hang on, what an idiot.
Mike, inner,
I'm on VHF2, I can't transmit on VHF2. What a numpty. Oh, thought we'd managed to actually get in there. Helps if you transmit on the right frequency. So we weren't transmitting at all. We were just listening. What's the frequency? 05. Try again.
Stanza 225, ready to taxi.
Evening, Christian. Alan, CBDL said they're not using it. They're not using pre-departure clearance, sadly.
Charlie 6 holding point for runway 07.
Hey, Chris Hart, good evening.
Tango, then inner for Lufthansa 225.
Easy 5252, can you see my flight plan now? Please say yes.
Hey, Top Gun, happy Saturday.
Lufthansa 225, confirm QNH 1020.
1020 for the QNH.
I hate stepping over people, I really do.
Protocol 648, continue, stand 166 via the inner.
Ground Easy 3 for Alpha Mike, stand 136 Type A320, requesting IFR clearance as filed to Edinburgh, and we have information echo.
Yep, bye.
Cool, he's got us.
Hotel Mike, seems like you missed out of work, continue on the inner, right turn on to Mike.
Apologies, I just realised we'll continue inner and then turn on to Mike right into Hotel Mike.
No worries at all.
Right, well, whilst I'm waiting for
at the end of inner 6, full position.
refuel is completed, so let's get those turned on.
Full position
And seatbelt signs.
Negative. And protocol 648 at the end of inner 6, hold position.
Roger, at the end of inner 6, hold position, Portugal 68. Brussels ground.
This could be a long night, guys. This could be a really long night.
Again, 199er Papa, Brussels ground. Hello, welcome to Brussels. Taxi to stand 163 via Romeo 4.
Taxi to stand 163 and say again.
Again, 999er Papa, taxi stand 163 via Romeo 4.
Taxi to stand 163 via Romeo 4. Thank you so much. Beeline 1 Papa. Bye bye.
Easy 5252, can you see my flight plan now?
Stand by. Air France 156 at the end of Mike. Give way to the Brussels Airlines A320. Passing from right to left, passing from left to right.
At the end of Mike, look for the
So,
Brussels Airlines.
I'm just sat listening. Should we go back and make ourselves a coffee in the galley?
So at the end of the taxiway, you are currently asked, give way to the Brussels Airlines A320 Leo. It's now turning left to right.
Okay.
And there will be 2 of them.
Okay, so I waited.
Lemon says at least we'll get an hour back when travelling to Scotland.
Yep.
Yes. Sadly, not in real life.
Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Charlie, ready for position south.
Yeah, Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Charlie, hold position for 1 second, please.
Full in position.
Easy 5252, I received the flight plan. I'll call you back.
Yes.
Christian, I remember that. Christian says his favourite ATC conversation was the ATC saying requesting IFR clearance to Gatwick with air traffic control responding aircraft that just called and wants clearance to Gatwick. You are Gatwick. I'll have to find that stream and clip it. Hey, the final load sheet's come through. Let's at least compare that. Speedbird, how long will be at Brussels for?
156,
No
I
idea.
told you to give way.
Oh dear, someone's not followed instructions.
Hotel Mike, give way to the Boeing section to the
Take away at
Brussels Airlines
65.2.
A320, left to right.
Fine.
Give way to the aircraft, passing left to right, runway 28,
And takeoff CFG 30.2.
France 156, next time I give you an instruction, please follow it.
I stopped.
Kyoto, I called Santa Night, it's not easy 252. No.
Yeah, you may have stopped, but if I tell you to give way to an aircraft, you need to wait until that aircraft has passed first.
Oh, caught the switching panel there.
In front of me on the left and the right, there's no aircraft.
Do you know what? Why is there APU on? Get it off.
There was one
Just
coming.
burning
continue
fuel
taxi for
that
now.
we don't
Next
need to
time, pay
burn.
attention.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Carl says may as well get the company delay response ready. Yeah. ATC delay.
Milan 1 Kilo Zulu, welcome to Brussels. I didn't understand a word you say. Anyway, taxi stand 145 right.
This is comedy gold. I'm cancelling the flight. I'm just sitting here and listening.
Ryanair 2 Hotel Mike, hold position, another aircraft coming left to right, Brussels Airlines A320.
I didn't ask this guy for clearance again.
Understood, hold position, Ryanair 2, Hotel Mike.
I hope he hasn't forgotten about us.
Descent 225, contact Brussels Tower, 118.
It'd be wrong to drink beer, stream and fly. wouldn't it?
118.6, and just to confirm, it's Charlie 6 for departure, right?
A-firm.
Oh, there we go.
Thanks.
So they're using Charlie 6, I'll use Charlie
thank
6
you
as well
for
then.
flying.
Air Portugal 648.
Air Portugal 648, go ahead.
Can they continue taxi to stand 166?
I mean, presumably this isn't
Yeah,
why
I'm
you
very
guys
sorry. Continue
tune into
Continue
the live
taxi
streams, but
166, that's fine.
I hope, are you enjoying this? Black Andrew says you're watching me on the VATSIM match. I won't be moving. I won't be moving very far,
Okay,
very fast.
Milan 909, stop out, stand, take stand, let's see, 151, so straight ahead, right.
Okay, Roger, take stand to 151.
Kittrick, he did hear us, he did respond, he said stand by, so I'll give it another minute or two.
No worries.
Thank you.
Brussels round, hello again, B9 4, I actually haven't found disregard.
Well, that's the way.
Ground citation, Golf Tango Alpha Whiskey Zulu on Echo 5 and looking at GA parking.
Hello, Golf Tango Alpha Whiskey Zulu, Brussels ground. Welcome to Brussels.
We'll give him another call.
Can you make a right turn onto outer 7?
We'll give him another call in a minute.
Right on outer 7, Golf Whiskey Zulu.
And ground easy 34 Alpha Mike Stand 136, just requesting IFR clearance to Edinburgh, and we have information Echo.
83 for Alpha Mike, Brussels ground, hello. Stand by your number 2.
Roger, 35 Mike. Number 2, who's number 1?
F1 156, contact Brussels Tower on 118.6. I say again, Brussels Tower 118.6. Bye-bye.
Contact Brussels Tower on 1186, IFR 156.
Let's just sit and watch aeroplanes, shall we?
Brussels ground, good evening, Airfront 787 with you.
F1 787, Brussels Tower, hello. Welcome to Brussels, taxi stand 231. Via inner 8 and Tango.
Sorry sir, can you repeat again, Airfront 787?
F1 787, yes, of course, no worries.
Susie, there is a video that I've got on the channel
Stand 224, inner 8 and
which
Tango
shows all my
for
settings.
Airfront 787.
Also following the update
F1 787 negative,
recently,
stand 231.
there's also another video I put on the channel about fixing lags and stutters if you want to try and check that out.
F1 787 negative, stand 2.
Matt Arcade on Twitch says this makes him feel so much better about his first VATSIM experience. He didn't have it this bad.
Airfront 787.
And Golf Tango Alpha Whiskey Zulu, continue to detect.
Emmy's life is also in Brussels. I think everyone's in Brussels tonight.
No gate plus GA parking for Golf.
Continue taxi to the general aviation via Outer Juliet at Romeo 2. And sorry for the struggles.
Okay, outer 6, Juliet, and Romeo 2 for Golf Alpha Whiskey Zulu.
Delta 3 Whiskey Charlie, please approved, take me. I'm sorry for the wait.
Approved, rating is no worries. Lufthansa 3 Whiskey Charlie.
And I'd like to welcome you on board this Airbus
Okay, trying again. Beeline 4 Alpha Hotel, we have information Golf requesting clearance to London Heathrow.
Yeah, Beeline 4 Alpha Hotel, Brussels ground, hello. Stand by, you're number 3.
The next few minutes or so, we'd like you to get
Ryanair 2 Hotel Mike, contact Brussels Tower, 118.6, hello.
and make sure the hours are kept.
18.6 Ryanair 2 Hotel Mike, good night.
Good night.
Beeline 369 with Golf, request IFR clearance to Paris, please.
Safe and pleasant flight.
He's number 4.
And we thank you for choosing to fly with the Easyjet Pacific Island. Thank you.
Sorry, last station calling for the clearance, call from me.
Beeline 369.
Yeah, Beeline 369er, Brussels Tower, crashing Brussels ground, hello. Number 4, stand by. EG525, crashing EG5252, Brussels ground, hello, report ready to copy.
EC525, ready to copy.
EG5252, you're ready. Crashing, you're cleared to Frankfurt, 306 study departure, out of runway 07 right, land initially 5660, squawk 1000.
Clear time for the Frankfurt and the speed to, whatever it is, sorry, departure, initial altitude 60, squawk 1000.
EG5252, confirm the departure is 306 study, so Sierra Papa India 630. Crashing, Juliet.
Oh, if I wasn't listening to ATC, I'd be doing the departure brief right
Sierra
now.
Papa India,
But basically, we can do a quick, we can do the first half, so the weather, great.
EG5252, Sierra
Weather
Papa
en
India,
route,
6, Juliet.
great.
Sierra
Weather for
Papa
departure
India, 6,
and
Juliet,
arrival, sorry.
5252.
Great.
EG5252, Rebecca Rex, start at Brussels, report
Slight
ready to
crosswind for departure, but that's the only thing. Other than that, it's cav okay all the way. Aircraft type, fully serviceable.
EG34 Alpha Mike, Brussels ground, hello, sorry for the wait, report ready to copy.
We're ready, 3-4 Alpha Mike.
EG34 Alpha Mike, the clear to destination.
Is that it?
I'm sorry, I could have wait. EG34 Alpha Mike, you're clear to destination Edinburgh, via Danish future departure out of runway 07 right, land initially 5660, squawk 7127, and information Golf current.
Cleared via runway 07 right for departure, Dennet to Juliet for the departure climb, flight level 60 and squawk 7127, easy 3-4 Alpha Mike.
EG34 Alpha Mike, Rebecca's correct, startup is approved, report ready for push.
Startup is approved and we will report ready for push, easy 3-4 Alpha Mike. Oh right, excellent.
Good evening, Beeline 4 Hotel Echo, runway 01 Victor.
Let's get this done. Yeah, so the only thing really to know about the weather is we've got a slight crosswind for the departure, and yeah, it's fine. Nothing in the tech log apart from the weather radar, which we know about. No times for the departure. Either threats to be aware of, air traffic control and other planes. Bit of unfamiliarity in taxiing at Brussels as well. We've got a nice long taxi, so yeah, that's basically the only thing. Just how busy it is tonight, really, and a little bit of unfamiliarity. That is. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, let's talk about the taxi then, see what we can expect. So, we're stand 136, going to push back on the inner facing east. Taxi we expect will be inner, then I would guess Mike, and then inner all the way around to Charlie 6 for departure. I think that's where they're sending them, so that's what I'm going to expect. Quick look at the chart then for the departure. So in the box we have got 07 right, then 2 Juliet is our departure. Check that out. It is, where are you? There you are. So no speed restrictions or anything like that, so as we depart, we'll just clean up and accelerate away on schedule. It's a noise abatement 1 departure tonight. Initial climb is flight level 60. First turn will be to the left. Translational altitude is 4,500 feet. Box confirmation. So flight plan. That's what we've got in. RadNav page. We've got the engine out procedure VOR. Where we'll hold if we lose an engine. That's in VOR 1. Brussels is in VOR to progress page 380, optimum is 35, and the recommended maximum is 37, so we're not going to be able to make the initial cruise altitude straight away. We're going to have to wait until we're a little bit lighter, so if ATC tell us to climb up, we'll request flight level 360. Performance then, check on the speeds, 135, 140, 140, 216 clean, we're flexing at 63, looking to land with about 3.5 tons of fuel on board at Edinburgh. Takeoff weight 65.3, and we are above maximum landing weight, so just be aware of that if we need to get back in quickly. Secondary flight plan's got the engine out procedure in, so we'll have a quick look at that. Engine out procedure is standard, 1700 feet, right turn to the flow VOR, enter the hold, and then we can come back in, expect us to come in on 01 if needed. MSA for the departure is 1700, so if we do have a problem, we've got a nice low MSA, we'll enter the hold at, say, we can get up to 3000 feet higher if required. Alright, good, all that is done. Now let's get that APU up and running.
Cabin crew, we're about ready for flight, so if you can please hold the door down, cross check, thank you.
We're finally getting ready to go. So whilst waiting for the APU to start, can't do the cockpit preparation checklist just yet because the overhead isn't clean. Hey Robert S, good to see you, mate. How long have we been here now? It's 50, we've been live for about 50 minutes, so it's been a long old time. Be great if all the ATC stays online though. We've got all London controls, Scottish controls online as well. So yeah, that'd be really neat if it happened. Should we actually start the APU? Works better that way.
Ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, just to let you know, we're expecting a short delay while we finalise some of the paperwork up here, but we should be departing in a few minutes. Thank you.
Robert, yeah, it is. It's Aerosoft. I've just not updated it, which is why all the cars are driving around looking rather pink. Come on, get the APU started, and then we can get the ground services removed. We've been cleared to start up, and we'll just request when we're ready to push. There we go. APU is available. Right, we'll give that a second before we get the bleed on. So GPU and chocks. They are now they're now removed. Let's get the ground crew into position and we'll get ready to go.
Stand 165 right via inner 7 at the end of inner 7 hold position.
And ground easy 34 Alpha Mike, stand 136 is ready for push.
End of inner 7, A4.
Hello Captain, we are ready for
Typical 6 Papa Golf at the end of Alpha 7, give way to the A330, passing from right to left.
At the end of Alpha 7, give away to the A330.
I think we'll be doing a single engine taxi tonight as well. Long taxi. So, yes.
10 for Alpha Hotel, say again.
Single engine taxi.
Departure check completed, bypass pin inserted.
Beeline 3 Zulu Yankee, Brussels, traction. Beeline 369er, Brussels ground, hello, report, head to copy.
Beeline 369, ready to copy.
Beeline 369, you're clear to destination for FSLTL. via 78 Philip, departure out of runway 07 right, next is flight level 60, squawk 1000.
Okay, so T Yankee, departure of runway 7
good point.
right.
We've not put the squawk in, have we?
Initial climb 6000, squawk 1000, Beeline 369.
Locking gear.
Beeline 369, report is correct, start is approved, report ready for the push.
Brussels ground easy 3 for Alpha Mike, stand 136 ready for push.
Easy 3 for Alpha Mike, please clarify your squawk mode, Charlie.
Squawking mod Charlie, 3 for Alpha Mike.
Fan, have a good flight, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Beeline 4 Alpha Hotel,
Alpha
thank
Mike,
you.
push is approved, facing east.
Push approved, facing east. Easy 3 Alpha Mike. Copy preparation checklist then quickly. So aircraft access now complete. Fuel quantity is 6780 kilograms set and balance. Seatbelt lines are on. It is got 3.5 green in the barrel FS1019.
Inner 5, Mike, empty inner. QNH Brussels 1020.
And the before start checklist, parking brake is on, takeoff data is confirmed, windows are closed, APM phones on flight mode, doors are coming armed now, they're closed, there we go, all armed, and beacon light is on.
Yeah, so runway doors at the right, Charlie, Ryanair 6 November.
Hello, contract 770 for 8.9.
Oh, parking brakes released.
Ryanair 6 November Echo, just confirm, inner 5, Mike, inner 2 holding point Charlie 6, QNH 1020.
Okay, so we're clear to start engines, nose wheel steering is disconnected, start timer, and engine mode is selected to ignition, starting engine 1.
Just to the right, Ryanair 6 November Echo, did I miss something?
Ryanair 6 November Echo, affirmative, so inner 5, Mike, then inner 2 holding point Charlie 6.
Oh guys, I've got a headache already, we're not even airborne.
Inner 2 holding point Charlie 6.
Easy 5252 on inner 3, ready to taxi.
Easy 5252, say again.
On inner 3, ready to taxi.
Yep, stand by. Protocol 73.
Beluga, yeah, single engine taxi tonight.
3 Whiskey Charlie, ready to taxi.
The stand for 3 Whiskey Charlie, say again.
3 Whiskey Charlie is ready to taxi.
Yeah, stand by.
What a great looking aircraft.
Can you give me an ETA of the taxi availability?
Yeah, we tried to breach through here. We are ready for taxi, Beeline 4 Alpha Hotel.
Beeline 4 Alpha Hotel, taxi holding point Charlie 6, runway 25, correction, runway 07 right, Romeo 4, the inner, QNH 1020.
Romeo 4 inner, 2 holding point 07 right, QNH 1019, Beeline 4 Alpha Hotel.
Set parking brakes.
Ryanair 6 November Echo, at the end of Mike, give way to the Brussels Airlines A320, passing right to left, as well as the Lufthansa A320, passing right to left.
Okay, at the end of Mike, give way to 2 aircraft.
Blue Run PC asks, is it correct start engine 1 for single engine, start engine 2 for dual? If you're starting both, it really doesn't matter. But for consistency, engine 1 is for single engine taxi, you're right. So it just makes sense to start engine 1 every time, as per the standard operating procedures we use. So engine 1's done, good, and happy. So, engine 1 selector back to ignition, sorry, back to normal. APU bleed can go off. APU stays on.
Taxi holding point Bravo 8, runway 25 right, via the outer. Outer to holding point
yellow pump.
Bravo 8, 25 right, contact 710.
Spoilers, rudder, flaps. Set the trim.
Beeline 3, Zulu Yankee, Brussels ground, hello, stand by, you're number 3 for the clearance.
Beeline 369 should be good now for Brussels start.
Yeah, Beeline 6. Beeline 369.
Okay, we'll do flight control check while we're here. Don't do the after start checklist yet because we haven't done both engines.
So Mike, can you give me an ETA for the taxi?
About 20 seconds, easy 3 Alpha Mike.
What's that? The test at 3 Whiskey Charlie, can you give me an ETA for movement?
Full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full right, rudder, full left, neutral.
Continue taxi at 6 November Echo.
And easy 3 Alpha Mike, ready for taxi.
Easy 3 Alpha Mike, taxi holding point Charlie 6, runway 2, correction, runway 07 right. Via the inner, Mike, inner, QNH 1020.
Holding point Charlie 6, inner Mike, and inner 4 easy 3 Alpha Mike.
Easy 5252, taxi holding point Papa 9, runway 07 right. Via inner, Mike, inner, Zulu, QNH 1020.
It's basically where we said inner Mike. It's easy to see on here. Inner Mike, inner Charlie 6.
Mike, inner Zulu, easy 5252.
November Sierra Zulu 750.
Oh, Chris, you're right, Chris Hogg.
Are you with me?
Very busy tonight. So, get that on, on.
Binnen voor Alpha Hotel, contact tower, 118.6, bye-bye.
116,
Right, let's taxi.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, protocol 6, crash naar protocol 735, taxi stand 175 right, via Romeo 4.
175, Romeo 4, airport 25.
Right, let's all take guesses on when to start engine number 2.
Copy, 397.
3907, you're clear to destination London Heathrow, Helen to Juliet departure, out of runway 07 right, land next to
Football moments, ATC's always got to be talking because there's lots of traffic to talk to.
397 clear to Heathrow, Helen to Juliet, runway 07 right.
Alright, well, let's do the ped
Initial climb,
checks.
flight level 60,
So,
squawking 7132.
no change to our performance, LMC is not affecting anything. We've got dry figures from Charlie 6, runway 07 right, that is where ATC is taking us. QNH has changed, it's not affected us.
Whiskey Juliet, hello.
Engine out procedure is standard, straight out, once secured, 1700 feet, it's a right hand turn to the flow VOR. Departure is done at 2 Juliet, straight out, initial turn will be to the left, noise abatement 1. Where the hell's he going?
Contract 770, taxi stand 970, cross runway 19, Bravo 8, Alpha 6, November 2.
Cross runway 25 right via Bravo 8, Alpha 6, and stand 968 for contact 770.
Break, beeline 369, hold position.
369, hold position.
Easy 3 for Alpha Mike, I'm sorry, hold position.
Wilco is the Javal Mike.
Beeline 369, let's continue push.
Alright, we'll continue the push, beeline 369.
Brussels ground speed at 397, request push and start, stand 169.
397, hold position.
Everybody hold position.
397.
Good evening, Lufthansa 2 Lima Lima Echo 5.
Lufthansa 2 Lima Lima Brussels ground, hello, welcome to Brussels. Please verify squawk my Charlie so I can check the gate.
Matt Arquette says, funny to watch in here tonight. Saturday night has been made.
118 is 16, Ryder 6 North Aircraft.
Right.
Lufthansa 2 Lima Lima, welcome to Brussels.
Fenix game start. Yeah, I've had a problem with Stansted and GSX not wanting to push you the full length and then you end up getting stuck.
At the end of Alpha 5, hold position.
Robert S., the ground cars are very strangely lighted. It's the new emergency services paint scheme in Brussels. No, it's not really. I've just forgotten to update it since the last SIM update, that's why.
Lufthansa 2 Lima Lima.
KMS, we're not turning on the right-hand engine, we're doing a single engine taxi tonight. Saves fuel, saves engine wear and tear. But it needs to be running for 3 minutes before we can depart.
Lima Lima negative, taxi to stand 160 via Mike, outer 5, inner 4, at the end of outer Mike, at the end of outer 5, hold position.
Well guys, if you've enjoyed the chaos tonight, please do hit that like button on stream. It does make a big difference to the channel and help us with the YouTube algorithms, so if you haven't done so already, please do.
Lufthansa 2 Lima Lima, negative. Taxi to stand 1.
Stephen F. love the 4 ads in a row. God bless Twitch.
5, inner 4.
I mean, you're not missing anything.
Once you're at the end of outer 5, you hold position.
Lufthansa 2 Lima Lima, taxi to stand 1.
Hey, Fly Guy, performance with Brussels? Looks alright. Phoenix, loads of traffic. I mean, this is probably as difficult as you can get.
Confirm it's outer 5 and not alpha 5.
VATSIM event, loads of traffic. Aerosoft Brussels. So, yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
369 ready for taxi.
Holding close to 30.
DN 369. Taxi to holding point Charlie 6, runway 07 right, via the inner.
Matt Arcade says he smashed the like button just for the pure comedy.
Inner Mike, inner 5, hold position, Elan 369.
This is why we loaded extra fuel, just for the ground at Brussels. Come on, I want to go to Scotland.
Stop Swiss 1529 Brussels, correction, Brussels Town, hello, welcome to Brussels, right turn outer 7.
Hopefully it'll tell us to continue taxi.
Continue, hold short at the end of our inner 5.
Continue taxi, hold short of inner 5, easy 34 Alpha Mike. Let's just make sure we know where the heck that is.
5252, continue, hold short at the end of inner 4.
Alright, yep, so basically straight on here and stop. Don't turn on to Mike.
Can you confirm our taxi route?
That's with 1529, right turn onto outer 7, hold at the end.
Straight is out of 4
I bet the real Brussels isn't this busy, is it? Hey J-Hawk.
Brussels ground leaving Ryanair 903 X-ray Delta. We are stand 148 with hotel. Request clearance to Rome, please.
Blue on PC.
Calling for the clearance, call sign only.
Our schools also go back on Monday. I can't wait.
Ryanair 903 X-ray Delta, I don't have a flight plan with you, please file 1. Break left 10 for 2 Lima Lima, continue taxi, out of 5.
Lima Lima, continue taxi out of 5.
242 X-ray Brussels ground, are you with me?
Those aircraft look close, or is it just my imagination?
Brussels ground, good evening, Speedbird 42 X-ray with you, Echo 5.
242 X-ray Brussels ground, hello, welcome to Brussels, left turn onto inner 8. Proceed to stand 237 via inner 8 and Tango.
Goodbye, Mr. Lufthansa.
Roger, left on inner 8 and clear stand 2.
It's the party plane, that one in front of us, isn't it? It's bopping up and down. Must be off to Ibiza.
Tango, Speedbird 42 X-ray.
Beeline 369 of continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Beeline 369.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, easy 34 Alpha Mike.
Easy 5252, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, easy 5252.
Ground Ryanair 903 X-ray Delta, have you received our flight plan?
Yeah, stand by, I'll check in a second. Process 1529, turn left onto the outer, continue stand 138 via the outer, stand inner 3.
Hey Barry, good to see you mate. I hoped you'd be on tonight. We may be flying from Brussels. It's not a done deal yet.
At the end of my give way to the
I might have run out of fuel by the time I get to the runway.
At the end of my give way, left to right, Beeline 369.
The stand for 1529 has confirmed the outers and inner 3 stand 138. The stand 2 Lima Lima, continue taxi, stand 160.
Continue taxi.
Hey Evil Rockin' Bro, good evening mate. I hope you're well. Thanks for coming on board.
Ryanair 903 X-ray Delta, I have received for flight plan, stand by number 3, I'll call you back. 35 Echo Whiskey, are you with me?
Brussels ground, Speedbird 397, still waiting for push.
397, push is approved, face me.
Push through, face to Speedbird 397.
35 Echo Whiskey, Brussels ground.
So,
131.
just need to make sure we take the right turn here.
131, go ahead.
131, you're clear to destination, Bijumara. Route 8, Juliet departure, runway 07 right, flight initially flight 660, squawk 7106.
Let's give a squawk code.
131, the squawk 7106.
Vehicle is to our destination via Route 8, Juliet departure, runway 07 right, climb flight level.
So got nothing coming that way.
Squawk 7106.
Right. We need 3 minutes for engine 2, so let's get that started once we've just straightened this out.
Good evening, Easyjet.
Contact tower,
Bicycle Whiskey, Echo 6.
That was Beeline 369 out to tower.
Engine mode selected 2 ignitions.
369 at AFM tower,
Starting engine 2.
118.6, goodbye.
186, goodbye, 369.
25 Echo Whiskey, Brussels Tower, hello. Station Brussels Ground, hello.
So we're going to go on to 186 in a moment.
25 Echo Whiskey, Brussels Ground.
Go ahead for 275 Echo Whiskey.
Yeah, 375 Echo Whiskey, please confirm from the squawk mode Charlie, taxi stand 168 via outer and inner 5.
Oh, didn't realise the aircraft had stopped. Just
Okay,
keep
we're
moving.
squawking Charlie, stand 168, via, didn't copy that.
So just monitoring engine 2's parameters. Once that's available, we'll start the timer.
EC3 for Alpha Mike, continue.
Roger, apologies. EC3 for Mike, rolling now.
Yeah, no worries. Beeline 3 Zulu Yankee, report ready to copy.
Beeline 3 Zulu Yankee, ready to copy.
Beeline 3 Zulu Yankee, report to your destination, Paris Charles de Gaulle, Chèvre 8, Julie departure, runway 07 right, land near 5660, squawk 1000.
Right, there we go, engine 2 is available. So engine mode selector 2 normal. If you bleed can come off, if you master can come off. The after-start checklist, anti-ice is off, ECAM status is checked. Our pitch trim is 30.2, rudder is neutral.
Ground hello, Malaysian 8512 is on exit Echo 6. Request taxi to Cape.
Yeah, stand by, I'm waiting for the readback.
So that's uniform there to the right.
Start is approved, report ready for push.
Ground, very good evening, Beeline 237.
This is one of the longest times we've spent on the ground, that's for sure.
Beeline 2372, Brussels ground, hello, stand by. Beeline 3 Zulu Yankee, I'm waiting for your readback, sir.
So we're staying on the inner, which is this way.
India Victor to Yankee, correction 8, Juliet departure. 907 right, initial level 60, squawk 1000.
Beeline 37, correction, Beeline 3 Zulu Yankee, readback extract start is approved, report ready for push.
Beluga says might as well just taxi all the way up to Edinburgh.
3 for Alpha Mike, contact Brussels Tower, 118.6, bye-bye.
186, thanks for the service. Easy 3 for Alpha Mike, bye-bye.
Easy 5252, contact Brussels Tower, 118.6, bye-bye. 118.
Tower Easy 3 4 Alpha Mike with you on inner 10.
Hello, Easy 34 Alpha Mike, line up 0807 right.
Line up 18, runway 07 right, Easy 3 for Alpha Mike.
Behind 369, Unicom 1228, bye-bye.
1228, bye, Behind 369.
Right, let's just check we get the right way here, so... Hang on. And Easy 34 Alpha Mike, sorry, I'm familiar with Brussels, just provide for aggressive taxi to Charlie 6.
Hello, Easy 34, yeah, you can take Charlie 6, line up 0807 right.
Thank you, Easy 3 for Alpha Mike. Not what I asked, however, that's Echo 1 over there. So, we're going straight down here.
Hello, Easy 25252, number 2. Behind 2372, ground 118050, bye-bye.
And then we're going left just here. So we just still need to do TO config, don't we? There's Charlie 6. Bit of a strange intersection, this one.
EV34 Alpha Mike, wind 3308, runway 07 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff from 07 right, easy 35 Mike. Let's get there first. So it's left just here. Yeah, strange little bit of a taxiway there. Just lost bearings a little bit, but we're back on. Aviation says might as well just take off on the taxiway. Well, it looks wrong, you know. It wouldn't be the first time an aircraft has done it, would it? Let's be honest. But not us, not today. That is why the taxi lighting and runway lighting is so important. In fact, I was watching a video about an aircraft that did that very thing not so long ago. I forget where it was or who it was. Right, it has been over 3 minutes, so we're good to go. Now, concentrated on that. Do you know what? Flight control's been checked. Flight settings, coffee wog. FMA is climbing up blue 150, 6000 blue, and flex. Radar windshield is on. ECAM member, takeoff no blue. EFB is stowed. Line up, take this. Cabin is good for takeoff. Takeoff runways. Via Charlie 6, runway 07 right. TCAS, TARA. Packs are off. Let's go. Take off. Start the chrono.
Hello, Beauty 248. Report established ILS 01.
We'll report and established on the ILS 01. Beauty 23.
Engine stable, set takeoff thrust. Manflex SRS runway. Ignore that. Manflex SRS. No runway.
Emirates 21 India, report when established on the ILS 01.
Report when established 01.
So we've got crosswind from the right that I spoke about. I can just feel that using some right rudder to keep that in. 100 knots. Checked.
100 knots.
B1. Rotate. And we're away. Nav.
Positive rate of climb, 0.
Gear up.
EV4 Alpha Mike, Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Over you to G Unicom, Easy 34 Alpha Mike, bye-bye. He doesn't want to speak to me. Right, autopilot 1, engaged. First climb, SRS. Funnily enough, it wasn't the Turkish Airlines I was thinking of.
EV5252, hello, wind. Wheezy 5252, wind is 3308, runway 07 right, cleared for takeoff when airborne, Unicom 128, bye-bye.
Clear for takeoff, runway 07 right, when airborne 122.8, Easy 5252.
Flight control static fault. Stand by, and then we can disregard that in a moment. Right, thrust climb, we're starting to accelerate away.
Tower, good evening to you, Sleeper 397 on Zulu, taxi runway.
Goodbye, Brussels.
Right, fully ready, en route.
You got 397 going off Unicom 1228, bye-bye.
1228, Sleeper 397, right.
Paolo Milan says, I sat there observing in Brussels for his air traffic control rating, then recognised the voice from a YouTube video. Oh, I'll tell you what. Shout out to all the ATC tonight, they do an amazing job when it comes to events such as this. Right, so ATC don't want to speak to us, we are going to continue our own climb now, because technically we're meant to be on Unicom. So we're going to set flight level 250, so we've got 250 blue, we're just passing S speed, so let's tidy up. So There's our S-speed. We've got flap 0, spoilers disarmed, and now we've passed the acceleration altitude. I'm going to go into open climb. Right, the flight control left side stick fault and the null zones just cancel the master caution, and we can disregard that as it works fine. Well guys, if you have enjoyed that and you're on your way out for whatever reason, then please do consider hitting that like button. In fact, if you fancy hitting it and you're not on your way out, even better. Let's see if there's any air traffic control waiting for us in London. So, spoilers disarmed, flaps are retracted, gear is up, let's get the lights off. Speed limit exceeded, that's not my problem. Well, it is, but we should be pitching up further to hold that. Yeah, there we go, pitching up and up and up and up. Now we're going to be... It's because we went over 250 knots below 10,000 feet. I've not seen that happen before, actually. Right, let's just go to our performance page, 0 the cost index. We're on our way. On our way. So many aircraft in the air and on the ground tonight. It's great fun. Right, so we're past 10,000 feet. Airport's onto the EFIS screen. Progress page. So we said we'd go 380 is the maximum. We don't really want to be pushing that boundary, do we? So 360. Let's continue our climb then. So 360 blue, that's fine. We'll get the seatbelts off in a moment, as it seems. Alright, we said it could be a bit turbulent during the climb up. It's not that bad actually, so that's alright. Cost index is already zeroed. Fuel prediction page, it's okay. Secondary flight plan, let's copy the active, and the RadNav page will clear that out. Clear that out as we don't need it. Let's make our way over to Unicom now, 122.8, just in case anything funny happens. Hey Yardy, how you doing, mate? It's been a while. Good to see you on board tonight. There we are. I think London Control is still knocking about, so it shouldn't be long before we speak to them. In fact, if we just have a look at the operational flight plan, when do we hit London Control? So the London boundary is sunup, which is there. So we'll contact ATC as we get there. Okay, I'm going to leave the seatbelt signs on for maybe a tad longer. You can see we're bouncing around. This is a new realistic turbulence effect that Microsoft Flight Simulator's got, which I quite like. I think it's very subtle. Oh, this is a lot calmer now, isn't it? Hey Jiraj, so do I have the left side stick fault all the time? Not all the time, no. Occasionally. In fact, that's probably the first time I've had it for a while, to be honest. Yardy says he had a real panic earlier when his Microsoft Flight Simulator crashed and came with a graphic card warning. I have had that, and I don't think, I'd reckon if I asked the chat, plenty of other people would say a similar thing, some problem to do with the graphics card, and you're right, it's scary. Thankfully, a quick restart of the PC usually fixes it, and there's actually nothing wrong with the graphics card. Alright, I think we can get rid of the seatbelt signs now, so let's get them off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt signs. The toilets are now available for use, and you are free to stretch your legs in the cabin. We do, however, recommend that whenever you are in your seat, that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all
Satric on Twitch says you have a solution regarding that side stick fault. Unfortunately, involves setting profile in MSI Afterburner. I'm not quite sure what it is that causes it. I mean, we just disregard it anyway. And oh wow, Barry Bartson coming in there with a €20 super chat, a Brussels appreciation super chat. Barry, I know you love Brussels, so whenever I'm flying to or from Brussels, I do think of you, mate. So that is incredibly generous. Thank you so much. And do you know what, Barry? We've probably spent the longest amount of time at Brussels we ever have had on the channel, thanks to the amount of traffic that was down there. But it was good fun, right? Lots of interesting ATC to listen out to. So Barry, that is amazing. Thank you for your support there, Barry. Really do appreciate that. Incredibly generous of your support for the channel there. So thank you once again. Mads, am I ready for the news on the A320? Yeah, so they're doing the preview stream, aren't they? I'm not quite sure when that is. Will we fly it? We'd probably be daft not to. It'll be interesting. I mean, what? I'm just trying to think off the top of my head what airlines that have it. Don't Swissair have that? A nice little hop into Innsbruck in that. Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe not for the very first flight. Got to work your way around the flight deck first of all. Jellybeans90, thank you so much for the follow. Matt Arcade says, Gav, when an ATC asks me to contact them or change frequency, how can I know the name of the ATC is instead of just the abbreviation of the left-hand menu in VPilot? Well, you can't unless they tell you the name as they're handing you off, but chances are they'll say contact London Control or contact Maastricht Control or I'm trying to think of some others, or Brussels Control, etc., Scottish Control. So that's kind of how that would work for you. So yeah, that's and if not, if I mishear or I'm not familiar with it, I just I don't say anything. I say you know, set center easy 34 Alpha Mike, passing flight level, blah blah blah, for whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Satric says, recommend go and watch a video about undervolting your GPU. Do you know what? That stuff goes straight over my head. I have an MOC for that. And speaking of my MOC, there is the Legend Dark Fury gifting an Easyjet SimPilot channel membership, which is going to Yardi. Legend, thank you so much, Dark. Appreciate your support as always to the channel. So yeah, a couple of new channel members coming in tonight on the stream. So fantastic stuff. Thank you so much. Hello, Yardi, back in the green. Right, what are we doing? Flight level 24. That's okay. That's okay. Hopefully London Control sway on when we get there. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be really nice. I think now we're about to start just crossing the channel. I can see a boat down there. Let's have a look. Do you know what? What we can do is we'll pop the train radar on. There you are. That's confirmation that that blackness is indeed the sea. Don't know where that is, but that place looks huge. It's very yellow. I'm a bit concerned because the sim's frozen. Oh no, there we go. Oof. Really don't like it when it does that. Very scary stuff. And Jordan, Legend, channel member Jordan, also gifting an Easyjet SimPilot channel member, and that's coming to probably one of our newest followers, Football Moments. Now, do you know what? Football Moments is a young man that I know personally. So, do you know what? Jordan, that is amazing. Thank you so much. Football Moments, mate. And enjoy. And yeah, if your mother is sat there listening next to you, please tell her to ignore everything I say about about my wife. Cheers, John. Appreciate that. Blue on PC says when it stutters, it gives you a heart attack. You know, because you're just waiting for it to die, aren't you? KMS Bismarck, what add-ons are we using apart from airport scenery and aircrafts? So the is a difficult question to answer. So probably the biggest one that you'd notice, not tonight because it's dark, but is Rex AccuSeasons. Probably. Also got FS Realistic as well. Yardy, any idea if the freeway Brussels is still working and stable? I've no idea, I'm afraid. Right, is that London Control contacting us a little bit early? Yeah, it is. Fantastic. Let's get on. 1271. Football moments, you've just discovered the emojis available to you, I see.
Shuttle 300 for 220.
Ryanair 69 Juliet, 6 Juliet Whiskey London, good afternoon. Stop descent flight level 240, and it's the TOS for 1 Alpha arrival.
Stopping descent at flight level 240 and expecting TOS for 1 Alpha arrival. Ryanair 6 Juliet Whiskey.
4 Alpha Hotel, descent flight level 80, contact Heathrow Director 119.72 Fox.
Flight level 80 and Heathrow Director 119.725 will be left for Alpha 10.
Shuttle 32 Tango.
This is another busy frequency tonight.
Alpha.
Nav Direct Alpha, Shuttle 2 Tango. Repeat Tango.
London Control EZ3 for Alpha Mike, passing flight level 290, requesting flight level 360.
EZ25 Delta, can we get a approach clearance? We're sort of coming to our last marker.
EZ25 Delta, the last controller gives you the Disset 1 Golf arrival.
Oh, okay, I never got that from last controller, but Disset 1 Golf arrival for Gatwick. Thank you.
EZ25 Delta, the sun flight level 150 level by Kidley.
150.
This ATC channel sounds as fun as the last one.
Kellam 77 Mike, it'll get lower.
Kellam 77 Mike, descend flight level 260.
260, down 77 Mike.
Beeline 73, uniform Monitor Uniform 122 decimal
122 decimal 8, Beeline.
Daddy Rebel TV, thank you for the follow on Twitch, mate. Appreciate that.
London Control, hello Golf, Romeo Golf 11, Firefly, request basic service, joining solution.
Golf November London, good afternoon. By the time you get
John says he went up to Manchester today with the little ones. Happy Saturday. Do you know what, John? I nearly went myself today. I might have walked past you and you'd never know. Okay. And London Control EZ34 Alpha Mike, passing flight level 315, requesting flight level 360 inbound Dibley.
Ryanair, Christian EZ34 Alpha Mike, climb flight level 360, route direct to Borg.
Continue climb flight level 360 and can we just get that direct again, please?
Direct to Mowgli.
Direct Mowgli, EZ34 Alpha Mike. Where's that?
Shuttle 32 Tango, requesting 2 minutes out of cockpit.
Shuttle 32 Tango, descend flight level 200 level by Elbus. Speed 3
miles away.
Once that's done.
111 to be exact, or 114
okay,
this is
level
that.
200 by Elvos and speed 310 knots, operator Shuttle 32 Tango.
Ryanair 32 Foxtrot uniform, speed 310 knots or greater.
What time are we looking to get in then?
Ryanair 34 Foxtrot Golf, speed
about 10:30 local time.
310 or greater, Ryanair 34 Foxtrot Golf. Ryanair 6 Juliet Whiskey, speed 290 knots.
Speed 290 knots.
That guy Mo on Twitch. Am I still using this inbox for the McDo? Not for the McDo, no, but I am using it for the lights and things. So yeah, it's absolutely safe. Yeah.
PV 115 descend flight level 150 level by Upton. Correction level by 140 level by Upton. Route direct to Tedworth.
Down to flight level 140 and direct to Tebra, EC115.
That is a lot of stuff going on in the English channel.
085 descend flight level 70.
Attending to question 085 and descend flight level 70, welcome on 3.
KLM 77 Mike, descend flight level 200.
I want to flick it into daylight now to see what all those things are. Hey, commentator Jack Coop and Slickness. I can't even talk. What's that? Slicking Listeners on Twitch. Good evening, mate. Good evening.
Amber 154, descend flight level 350, route direct.
Simon Forrest is on his way to Brussels from Edinburgh. You'll wave. Oh, Simon, I hope ATC's still there when you get there. It was organised chaos, shall we say. Christian says those lights are smugglers bringing Yorkshire tea into Europe. Oh, I had a nightmare earlier on in the week when I sucked my last bag and I had no backup in the house. That's no good. He already says it's bird's eye catching the fish fingers.
34 Foxtrot Golf's going to be unable 180 at DC 22220. Right, 34 Foxtrot Golf, no worries. Fly heading 270 degrees and descend flight level 90. 270 degrees and flight level 090. Right, 34 Foxtrot Golf. Right, 6 Whiskey Juliet, descend flight level 110. After Edinburgh, route direct Abbott.
So if the recommended max gets up to 3.9, we'll request 3.8. So because then we've got a 1,000-foot buffer, which is good.
And say the flight level again.
Matt Arcade said it was comedy bliss.
Flight level 110 on air.
Shuttle 39 Tango, no ATC.
Most people watch live at the Apollo.
Confirmed Alpha 32 Tango.
32 Tango, no ATC speeds.
Monk asking a question on Twitch. So, regarding the Fenix aircraft and the window views, you do need to either download them or create them yourself. Blue Round PC, what did you say about the Fenix in chat, mate? Type that again, I missed that.
075.
Heading 075, I come on 3.
Yardy, yeah, somebody else said that the other day. Sounds like we need one of those in case of emergency break glass boxes full of Yorkshire tea. Right, we're coming up on our cruise then, our new cruise. So let's just change that. 360. That's done while I'm here. Might as well stick in that there. And Macalt Star. So Blue on BC, internet connection drops from 50 to 60 down to 2 when you're on the Fenix, and the Fenix app doesn't do with anything else. I have absolutely no idea, Beluga, what could be causing that. It's definitely not something that I've seen. Alt cruise.
100. Factor in May 33.
Descent level 100. Expect runway 33. Count 77, Mike.
Number 154 confirmed descent level 350.
So for the cost index back up to 4.
Sorry, descending now 350. Amber off airport.
Ryanair 3 Delta Alpha visual navigation direct tulip.
Monk, when you've installed custom views for the Fenix, you'd get them by pressing
London, hello again,
your left Alt button on the keyboard, and then the numbers 1 through to 9. Alt 1, Alt. So this is my Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3, Alt 4, Alt 5, Alt 6. And then we've got some forward ones as well. Look at those wind farms down there. They're massive, aren't they? There we are. This simulator is good enough that I could potentially spot the village I live in tonight, given the route that we've got.
London Control, Ryanair 6 Whiskey.
Hey, Ian says, question for us, you have the Fenix every time you taxi, the plane keeps veering left or right, routes are calibrated. Have you got anything connected to your nose wheel steering? Because it could be that.
Fenix 1024, come on 3, thank you.
Ryanair 703 Delta 12 for contact Amsterdam radar 25750.
Blue Run PC, if you've got a problem with Fenix, their support is fantastic. If it's a genuine problem, which it sounds like it is, their support is really good. Get on their Discord, and you can ask them, or if you can submit a ticket, I think, through that as well. And they are pretty good and on the ball. Maybe not at the weekend. And I do speak from experience, of course.
Easyjet traffic just at 12 o'clock. It seems to have disappeared now, though.
Yeah, he was doing his own thing, so it's best to ignore.
Aviation crew, the A319 from Microsoft Flights in Marketplace is not good enough, I'm afraid. Only 2 aircraft are, and that's the fly-by-wire and the Phoenix.
3,000 feet to clear down S25.
For the kind of realism that we're after in the sim anyway, on these live streams. Right, let's continue now with what we need to do now we're at the top of climb. So we're going to get some en route weathers. Let's see what's happening in Gatwick for example.
And contact Heathrow Director 119.725.
So check Gatwick out when that one comes through in a second.
Control, Ryan,
have a look at Birmingham, Manchester, all of those. What we got there? Oh, look at that. Light and variable, wide open. Right. See what Manchester's doing.
Speed 270 knots and the sun's at 90.
Speed 270 knots and this means flight level
Ace Airstream, good evening Ace, good to see you.
Ryanair 3 Foxtrot Golf, no ATC 3 restrictions.
Manchester, again, very light winds, no clouds. It's good. Check out Newcastle.
4 stations on this frequency, London control is now. It's with Unicom 122.8.
122.8, then there we go. Let's have a look. Echo Golf, Papa Hotel, and see what's happening at Edinburgh tonight. Newcastle also had light winds. I don't expect any difference, to be honest. What we got? Right. So you know when everyone says, "Come on, butter the landing, butter it," and I come up with some excuses as to why we're not going to butter it. Well, tonight I can't. Winds are variable 1 knot. Cav OK. QNH 1021 according to that. Jordan, yeah, definitely. You can post those. Always enjoy seeing them. I'll do a fuel check in a moment as well. So, as the weather is just blooming marvellous in Scotland tonight, don't say that too often. Cat 1 minimums 310. Aviation crew, so there are a couple of ways that you can request flight routes. So that's open to our top level channel membership, and also if you have enough easy points you can actually buy a route. So we've got a route for Dark Fury which I'm hoping to do at some point next week. He wants to head to the newly released Tallinn airport, so we'll be doing that at some point, most likely not in an Easyjet livery. It's not one of their destinations. Right, so what air traffic control is online? Centre's gone off. Not sure we've got any ATC or ATIS up in Scotland either. That's a shame. We were just on the ground for too long. We were just on the ground for too long in Brussels, but never mind. Back here says, if you don't mind me asking, what part of flying the A320 do you like the most? Is it flight planning, system management, actual flying, takeoff and landing? Oh, what a good question. If I said the simplicity of it, and this is where kind of, I mean, this is a Boeing phrase, but you know the so-called children of the magenta line. Yes, a lot of it is automated now. Just look at the difference between Airbus and Boeing. But I love the systems that the Airbus has, and the features, I call them features, but the ability of what it can do, the engineering behind it, and how it helps pilots do what they need to do safely. But then it's not just that, it's the knowledge behind the systems, and I don't mean the technical knowledge, I mean the aviation knowledge that you need to know. So let's say that
Ryanair 34 Foxtrot Golf is started on a base.
Let's say, you know, something broke.
About 14 miles out.
And you need to know, well, what can we do? What can't we do? What is allowed? And it's all that stuff, which I suppose isn't specific to the A320. Every pilot needs to know that about their aircraft. But yeah, I honestly don't know. I think it's just such a clean aircraft. And before I had children, I used to have a clean house. And, you know, it was spotless, everything had its place, everything was logical, and it's just the kind of mindset that I have. And the Airbus is like that for me. The Boeing looks like my house after a child has arrived, or 4 children in my cases, whereas the Airbus reminds me of a sterile house. But Becky says you love the flight planning, the systems management. Yeah. And you've lived that life. I know, I shouldn't complain, you don't want to wish your life away, do you? Aviation crew, how many points do you need to request a route? I honestly can't remember it, but if you bring up the menu by typing in ! menu, you'll be able to go and have a look. The one thing that I really like is energy management. I love perfecting energy management. So if you can get a nice, you know, a nice continuous descent approach, and if you can get it from the top of your descent, then that's brilliant. Hansen says the reduced workload allowing more thinking is pretty nice about the modern aircraft. Yeah, so we talk about mental capacity a lot, don't we? The Airbus gives you a lot more mental capacity. You're not having to think about lots of things. So when things do start to go wrong, there's a lot of automation there to help you out whilst you start to think about it. Right, Mowgli then. We'll have a look at what our fuel should be when we get there. Let's see what we're doing. I mean, this is a perfect night to fly. Not a cloud in the sky. Just what we want. I tell you, I'm going to be able to see the village I live in. Or if I can pick it out, that is. The problem is there aren't any major landmarks around. Well, there's Meadowhall, but I don't think that's in the simulator. Yari says Airbus is like driving a Tesla when Boeing is like driving a 1980 Ford Cortina. Right, let's do the fuel check then. So, what fuel did we take? We took 6.8, which is, plug fuel was, let's call it 6.5, so we took 300 kilogram extra, plus the 200 contingency. 300 plus 200 is 500 kilograms, so we took 0.5 tons extra, 500 kilograms extra. And then let's find, what was the name of that waypoint I was looking at? We're headed to Mowgli. Alright, let's have a look. Let's find Mowgli on here. There it is. Top of the screen. So, score at 3.9, add half a ton, and then we should have then about 4.5 tons of fuel on board. Let's see what we've got. 4.5 tons. Might be just a fraction under because of the all the extra time we spent on the ground at Brussels. But it's fine, it's still well within limits. Yardy! I don't think anyone has ever had a cheese and crackers platter before on stream. So, yeah, enjoy that. Let me know how it tastes. They're probably dry and stale. I mean, it's the last flight of the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to commence our service of hot drinks and alcoholic beverages. Please assist us by ensuring your tray tables are down and that the aisles are kept clear of bags. Our drinks menu can be found in the pocket in front of you. We serve a variety of local and international coffee, tea, beers, wines, and spirits. Please note that alcoholic drinks will not be served to those under 18 years of age. We accept payment in cash or credit and debit cards. Thank you for your support of this channel.
Bacchus, what? No port? No, this is EasyJet. they can't afford stuff like that. Aviation crew, how do you get more points? Simply by watching, by chatting and interacting, and of course you also get points for supporting the channel through donations and things as well, but obviously not mandatory. Storm Rider, good evening, hope you are well, thanks for coming on board. Hey Chips, good to see you. Right, question for the chat, and I love asking this question. I don't do it all the time, but I do like. I'm always interested. Is there anyone in the chat tonight watching live for the very first time? And is there anybody in the chat who has never seen the channel before? Is literally brand new tonight and is watching in the chat? Always like to know if there's anyone new in the cabin this evening. Ryan says Easyjet don't crash. Don't crash. Don't take cash anymore. Yeah, Ryan, that is true. They don't. They don't. The PAs need updating. Entish Lawgiver says this is the second time in the chat on Twitch. Hey mate. Well, do you know what? That's even better. That means you saw it the first time and you decided to come back. So that makes me really happy. Hansen says you've watched the replays but never caught us live before due to the 8-hour time difference. Hansen, that's awesome, mate. Thank you for watching them back. And whereabouts in the world whereabouts in the world are you tonight? KF says Dublin is very stormy, just few live weather. It was a fun crosswind, rainy landing. I don't know. Well, what is the weather at Dublin tonight? I'll check that out. See what's happening. I don't actually. This bears no resemblance to what we're actually doing. We never fly to Dublin, not in the orange colours anyway. Winds 160. Sorry, 140. 140 at 6 knots. That's not a big crosswind. That's gentle. That's hardly any wind at all. So unless Microsoft weather is broken, we have seen it do that. Do you remember the other week when we flew into where was it? Tivat. Yeah, we flew into Tivat. That really, a challenging approach. We'd briefed everything, it was all good. And as we were coming in, we ended up with like a 40-knot tailwind because the weather had busted for some reason, which was ridiculous. George Lumpkin says, good evening. I dug out the receipt printer and used it with the fly-by-wire for the first time to print McDo weather. Hope the Phoenix steals this idea. Total gimmick, but fun. It is, I quite like it. Yeah. Hansen, you're in Seattle for a work assignment. Oh, nice. Great city. Never been, but from what I understand, really good city. I also, now this is a very tenuous link because it wasn't actually filmed there, but I used to really love watching the comedy. Anyone watch Frasier, the spin-off from Cheers years ago? I thought Frasier was brilliant. That was my kind of humour. I love that. Blue on PC says you're going off now. Thank you so much for being here, and come back and check the landing tomorrow, Beluga. Let's see if it's as good as the weather predicts it should be. Thanks for being here, Beluga. Dr. Magic, good evening, Doctor. How are you? Hope you're well. Backis173 says you did also watch HD live stream for the first time the other day, diversion from Jersey, which I kindly finished. Yes. That's true. Into Jersey. Yeah. Now the weather wasn't great in Jersey. It was so windy. We got in, of course, but they cancelled the flights in real life because the winds were beyond the limits. Not for the aircraft, in terms of flying, because it was the winds were blowing like 44 knots gusting. But it was straight down the runway, so you didn't have a crosswind or anything, so it was pretty easy to manage. But the doors, there is a speed limitation on the doors, and it's 40 knots. So if it's all right getting the aircraft there, but if you can't get the cargo out the doors, then you're going to annoy some passengers, aren't you? Yeah, well done. Here you are, but we can't get your bags out. Chips, wow, Chips, that is amazing. Thank you so much for your that's Swiss franc, 5 Swiss franc super chat. Chips, incredibly generous of you to support the channel. Thank you, really do appreciate that. And also as well, this is the first super chat from Chips on the channel. Thank you, mate. Hope you're having a good evening with us tonight and enjoying the stream. Really do appreciate that support that you've shown. Thank you very much for that. And John, can we turn off the flight deck lights so we can see what it looks like? Yes, certainly. We'll do that when landing anyway. It's just I have it turned on whilst we're in cruise, just so I can actually see what I'm clicking away at. But yeah, that's basically it. I could even turn those off. Then it's really dark. But for me, that's a bit too dark. I mean, HD likes that when he's flying, but I like a little bit of a glow. Dr. Magic, this afternoon while flying into Altal, you discovered that the taxiway looks very like the runway. Oops. You didn't, did you, Dr. Magic? Did you take off on it or land on it? Captain HW says he flew the fly-by-wire for the first time in a long time yesterday. Got heavy stutters growing during the flight and made it impossible to land. Well, that's interesting. Obviously the fly-by-wire is probably better than the Fenix for performance. Right, can we see one of my favourite local airports down there, which is hopefully going to be getting an upgrade soon. So that is East Midlands Airport. So you've got this road here. This is the M1 motorway here in the UK, and this then is the village of Kegworth. Remember the Kegworth air disaster? So yeah, just around there. There's Kegworth, which sadly the British Midland flight came in because they shut the wrong engine down. Lots of reasons behind that, and the decision making of the pilot. Again, lessons learned. But yeah, if you're travelling past East Midlands when a flight's coming in to land on the motorway, it's a great sight. Sadly, you can't stop on the motorway to watch. Yardy, ever heard about the new Easyjet onboard Wi-Fi? No, really? Barworld, was I at Manchester Airport in 2010 for the inaugural live of the A380? Pure by chance you happened to be on board. Had the full water cannon welcome. No, I wasn't. No. Right, we've got the Gamston VOR coming up and the abandoned airport. Abandoned, probably the wrong word. So we've got Doncaster Airport coming up on our right. Leanna, we're about to fly over your house there. There you go. I'm about to fly over my house as well. My house is down here somewhere. So let's have a look. Trying to work out what's what. Oh, we could cheat. We could use the map, couldn't we? So that coming up here, I reckon this will be Sheffield. City of Sheffield there. So we've then got the Pennines over here. We've got Manchester over there. I'm trying to find, there is a so VFR flyers will be familiar with this that do it. So if you find the M1 motorway and where it joins the M18 motorway, there is a massive triangle. So let me see if I can have a look on the tablet, see if I can work out whereabouts we are. I'm not going to give away my actual home location here, so got to be careful. So Monk, have you got a problem with the Fenix aircraft? Yeah, you can start the tab. You can start the external app in the background, and that will help you. That will work. I don't mind leaving the brief for Edinburgh quite late because, well, we know it pretty well. Right. Okay. So I'm looking straight out of the window now. Let's see what we've got. So yeah, we've got Sheffield. Sheffield down here. We've got the M1 motorway coming up. We're going to fly straight over that little triangle that I was talking about. So let's have a look, see if we can spot that. Might nip outside actually. See if we can find it. The problem is there's a heck of a lot of lights. It could be anywhere. Could be anywhere. Easy to see in the daytime. Wow, that is a lot of lights. I've got no chance of spotting that. We're pretty much flying right over the top, which means that's going to be a bit difficult to see. So I'm actually just looking at this. I think that might be Sheffield then, actually. I think that might be Sheffield. This might be Doncaster. Where's the airport? I'm not a million miles away from the airport. Oh yeah, so actually I think I'm more or less straight over our house now, to be honest with you. Sheffield's over here. Doncaster Airport is there. There it is. Yeah, and I pretty much live directly under where we are, to be honest. And when I will take my first officer out later tonight after the stream, I will see the Orion constellation in the distance. Wally says go outside and wave. So Monk, if you're cycling through and seeing the cockpit instruments, I think you're pressing Control 1, Control 2, Control 3 instead of Alt 1, Alt 2 and Alt 3. Right, let me get some stuff in the box then for the arrival. So let's just get the latest weather for Edinburgh and then we'll set up the box. So the flight plan, let's see how that's looking for the arrival. Yeah, so that pretty much then is what we'd expect. So, where is it? Impib takes us to Tartan and then we veer off and pretty much vector ourselves in then, don't we? Impip, Tartan, vector in and round. That's fine. We might just not quite make Tartan, just cut the corner, so to speak, if there's no one about. In which case then at the at CI6 we don't want to be 250, we want to slow down, we want to be 180. Pop that in there, insert that. Radnav page. There's not many navigators around in Edinburgh. We've got the Edinburgh NDB, which is EDN. Oh, NDB, Gavin. There we are. Fixers page. I'll also just put in Echo Golf Papa Hotel, runway 06. And if we pop in a 12-mile radius around that, because the platform altitude is 4,000 feet, so when we cross that, that's fine. Yeah, enter destination data. I'm getting on with that now. So that's done. Progress page filled out. 150 miles to go. Yeah, cost index. Top of descent. Yeah, got a while to go yet. Look at the land with 3.5 tons of fuel on board. Right, let's fill out the performance page then, before it shouts at us anymore. So QNH is 1022. Temperature is 9. Wind is 2207. Right, hang on then. Let me just input the flight radar 24 because we've no air traffic control at the moment on VATSIM. Have they changed runways? Yes, they have. Okay, so let's go back to our flight plan now. The winds have changed, so we're now going to go arrival. It's going to be ILS 24. It's still going to be the input 1 Echo Novia. So let's just have a look at that. That's fine. We'll bring the charts over that in a minute and check it. Let's just finish popping this in. So 2207. That's why it's always worth checking for the latest weather in case things change. Transition level 6,000 feet. Yep, and just get the minimums then for the right runway. 3,000 feet. Okay, so sorry, that's the platform altitude. Minimums are 300, which means if we go to platform. The platform altitude is 3,000. Then I'm going to change that to 9 mile radial rings. That's fine. Right, okay, so a slight change of plan then. Not a massive change. Oh, I thought it'd be nice to land on a different runway. We always end up doing 24 into Edinburgh, but obviously now we're yeah, so we were going to do 26, but we're not now. We're on 24. So let me just get a bit more information regarding runway 24 then. So ITH is the identifier. Inbound track is 241. Platform altitude 3,000 feet. Minimums we've already set at 300, and missed approach straight out 300. Chris says runway 24 is the better view though. Yeah, that's probably right, to be honest. Fly over the bridge, don't we? All right, well, top of descent is coming up, so let's whiz through the arrival brief. Starting with the weather then, so we've just seen 220 at 7 knots, so a little wind from the left as we're coming in, but Cav okay. QNH is 1022. We're going to go set that now. Ready for when we're going down. Yeah, there we are. Shut up. So yeah, no real weather worries to consider us as we're coming in. Aircraft still fully serviceable with the exception of the weather radar, so nothing there. Quick skim through the NOTAMs, so that's Brussels, not worried about that. What's Edinburgh got? Crane, Edinburgh obstacle, new crane, don't like cranes. Yeah, nothing else. Okay, so no NOTAMs for the arrival. That's fine. Threats to be aware of: uncontrolled airspace. We've got no ATC up in Edinburgh, I don't think, at the moment. Double check that. Oh, actually, no, there is. There's ground. Oh, ground's online. All right. See if they're there when we get there. All right, yeah. So ground is online. But other than that, yeah, we're just going to keep an eye on Unicom and make sure we don't crash into anybody else flying in there. So let's do the arrival brief. Speeder at Tarting, go away. I need to update that actually now, don't we? 24, yeah, okay, so 180. Pop that in. Done. Alright, so flight plan, what we got? We've got now runway 24 in there, ILS approach, MPIP 1 Echo, and we've updated the speed, so we should get a nice steadier descent and arrival. RadNav has got the EDN NDB in it, progress page is 170 miles to go, performance page filled out. We can do flaps 3 landing actually, it's a nice long runway at Edinburgh, so we use flaps 3. QNX 1022, transition altitude 6,000 feet, VAPS 141, cleans 226, minimums 300, normal ILS approach. Anything to note with regards to the ILS approach? Not really. Normal 3-degree approach, and what is it, 45 metre wide runway, so that's fine, that's all perfectly normal. Looking to land with 5.5 tons on board, so that's going to be what, 58, 59, 60, 61, about 62.3 tons landing weight, that's well within limits, that's fine. Secondary flight plan, we'll copy the active, so that's all good and ready, right. Only other thing to talk about then is where we go after we've landed, and what do we do if we can't land. So we will vacate either Bravo or Alpha, it's usually Alpha by the time I've got there, so, and then we're backtracking left on Alpha, expect to park anywhere of the stands, usually one of these down here I think. Probably won't get time for a single engine taxi. If we do, then great, then we'll have a single engine taxi out and a single engine taxi in as well, but that'll be nice. And the go around is straightforward here, so straight out 3,000 feet, and then we would probably have a left turn. Bear in mind, I said there's no real threats with regard. There is a bit of terrain actually coming in, which I should have mentioned a bit earlier, but you can see it there. We've got constraints there, so when we start at the top of the descent, we're going to get down to flight level 70, which should be any second now actually. Just keep us clear of that terrain. So yeah, there you can see it's coming up, so we might as well start that. So let's start heading down now. Flight level 70, and we'll do that in managed descent. So there we go. So descent, and we've got constraint on the way, flight level 260 magenta, and we can show that as well in the charts, and that's this one here at MPIP, so that's fine. We'll descend 1,000 feet per minute and keep on the way there. I will pull speed in a little bit, otherwise it's just going to drop us down very slowly, and I don't want to do that because I want to go to bed. I want to get into the hotel. Nick K, good evening. Oh wow, Nick, that is awesome. So Nick, thank you so much first of all for your £5 super chat. That is incredibly generous of you to support the channel. Thank you for that. And says, hi, just discovered us tonight, really enjoying it, avid simmer. Thanks Nick, that is awesome. I hope this isn't the last time we see you, Nick. It's been we had a long time on the ground in Brussels if you were there right at the start of the stream, but thank you so much. Hope you are enjoying the channel, and again, incredibly generous of you to support us like that, so thank you so much for your support there. Okay, so now, there we go. Let's just wind that up. We go 270 for the descent, which is a normal kind of descent rate for a cost index of 4. Hey Chris Shaw, good evening mate, just seen you coming onto the chat. What happened in Brussels? We were just sat there for an hour before we got down, before we got out. There was an event on, so I did know about it ahead of time, but yeah, fun. Nick K, you'll be back. Fantastic. You sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But yeah, that's great that you've actually discovered us tonight. I love meeting new people on the chat, because the community that you guys have built up, not me, you guys have built up this community over the last 2-3 years, and you know, you feel like you get to know everyone, you know, really well, which just chatting through a screen is incredible to think that that is even possible. But yeah, like most of you guys now, I often speak to you more often than I do with my wife, to be honest. So it's an awesome community that you guys have built there. So thanks so much all the time. Without you, there'd been no reason for me to be here. So Barry, you've restarted the 12-hour flight in the A350 from Munich to Vancouver. Wow. What a flight time that is. See, so in the real world, later in the year, I will be doing Manchester to Heathrow, Heathrow then over to Philadelphia, then Philadelphia up to Albany. And I keep thinking, I wonder if I've got time. I mean, obviously, I've got time at some point to do Manchester to Heathrow in the sim. That's easy. Even the Albany up to Philadelphia, that's easy. Finding the time to live stream a flight from Heathrow to Philadelphia, not so sure. Philadelphia up to Albany, yeah, no problem. Elliot, we're an alright bunch. Yeah. Pack Andrew says he loves this channel and the VATSIM flight. You just love VATSIM and the air traffic control, Andrew. Poke of the Cat, yeah, we're going to be in long haul. In real life, I'm going to be in a 777. So if both pilots eat the fish, sorry guys, can't help them. Wally says come back down to the mouse. Where the hell is that, Wally? Come on, help me out. Help a guy out. A British guy at that. Becky says what about a 3-part special? Yeah, just need the time to do the 3-part special. That's the issue. Right, it's gotten very dark outside. Must be over the Highlands. Oh, Florida, Wally. No, I haven't got time to go down there. It's literally a whistle-stop tour that I'm doing. It's very dark out there, isn't it? So it's either very cloudy down there, which I didn't think it was, or somebody's nicked Scotland. Monk, did you make sure you placed the views that you downloaded into the correct folder? If you're not certain about that, then go onto YouTube. There's a video on my channel explaining where you put the custom views, where the custom views file is located. Wally says the kids would love it. Do you know, we've been talking about this, my wife and I, about doing something like that, you know, Disney and all stuff. But I honestly think, because it's not cheap, is it? Let's be honest. I honestly think if I'm going to spend that amount of money, I want the kids to be older. I want them to be older so they're not complaining that their legs are aching. I think they're just a bit too young at the moment. But I'm sure it'll happen at some point. Right, well at the moment we're nicely on the profile on our way down. Christopher says do it for my 40th. No, they won't be old enough then. Right, there we go, in pip. And 200 magenta. Last set, thank you for the follow, hope you well. Wally says it's only $175 per person per day. Yeah, and Wally, there's 6 of us. And if you're doing it, you want to go for a week, right? I'll let you guys do the math. Leanne says once they've reached the teenage years, you'd wish they hadn't. Poco the Cat, I'm less than 40, though not by much. Oh my god, breaking news. Christian, is that right? I mean, I've read a lot of stuff about this, and to the point where you keep reading, you don't know whether to believe it or not. Christian says, just read Doncaster Council has approved a £3.1 million initial package to get the ball rolling on an airport rescue deal. Is it really happening? Christian, I hope so, but I have no idea. HD's in the house. Good evening. £336 for the week. Maybe if we sleep rough. I thought I was tight. Poco, I have three daughters and one son. Yeah. Oh, Dark Fury also says Christian says that is right. Is this just happening whilst we're live now? Is this breaking news? I'd not seen this today. That's worth spinning my aircraft round and going landing there to celebrate. It's still open in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we've got the scenery loaded it for it. Right, before we get busy, oh, I'll say that I was going to tune in Edinburgh ground, but they've disappeared. Never mind. Christian says, great, we could have a Doncaster revival flight then. Should we do it in the Antonov 225 again? Simon Forrester says, landed at Brussels reasonably well. You felt in the A320NX. Sim Toolkit Pro said 222. Self-loading cargo said 242. And the landing rate monitor said 170. Which should we go for? The lowest. Go for the lowest. I'll tell you what, you've just reminded me then. Let me see if, because we're on descent, we're all happy, we're all good, everything's working. Let me see if I can fire up. Where is it? Where's my FSI panel gone? Let me fire that up. We'll see if we can get this to rate the landing afterwards. I'll skip that for now. So, not sure how long HD has been lurking, but the weather's good. Actually, the weather's not as perfect as it was sort of an hour ago. An hour ago, the wind was 1 knot and variable. So, right, let me go. Where are we landing? Echo Golf Papa Hotel. Yeah, select that. We're landing on 06. So what we got is a no, we're not. We're landing 24. 7 knot headwind, 3 knot crosswind. Right, so that's it. That will rate my landing when we get in. HD open up and out to rate the landing FPM. What could go wrong? Nothing. Nothing. Aviation House says we've done 3 weeks in Florida and got my bank account. When he found saw his bank account, he was in tears by the time he landed back in Gatwick. Great holiday, but my God, expensive. Yeah. That's it. Absolutely right. Right, there we go. 70 blue, so we're well and truly on the way down. Let's get everyone strapped back in the seats then.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fasten seatbelt sign has been turned on. Please ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened and return to your seats immediately if you are not already seated. Infant seatbelts are provided for our passengers travelling with small children. Please ensure that they are secured safely and ask a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. The toilets will now go out of use until the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off. Whilst seated, please find the airline magazine in the front pocket, providing you with lots of information about the channel and the perks of becoming a channel member. Thank you.
So HD says that, yeah, calm wind's always a guarantee that you're now going to smash it in. Guess we'll find out. Chances are we will smash it in tonight because we've had some really nice landings lately. So we're looking for what? About a 9-mile final this evening, if that's to go by. Right, I'm just going to go into open descent. Just drop beneath that profile a tad. Christian says, why don't we make it a bit more interesting and land with 2 of the FACs off? What's that throw us into? That throws us into alternate law until I lower the landing gear. Then we're in direct law. Then it really is like flying a Cessna. I don't have any buttons set up to trim, not in this aircraft. HT says it was like my landings the other day in Storm Neo or whatever it was called. The one in Gatwick was probably the most controlled and decent one in the sim for months. Come on, aircraft, get down. Yeah, right. So, 5,000 blue, local pressure, arrival checklist. What we got? Barra F, so the QNH is 1022, signal signs are on, minimums are 300, auto brake, we're going to auto brake low, turn that on, and EFB is stowed. Wind that speed back. I'm going to have to get the auto brake out for this, aren't I, to make this approach. 10,000 feet coming up. Did I say auto brake? I meant spoilers. See, this is where I can throw the landing lights out and it helps my descent rate in the real aircraft. Don't think that happens yet in the sim. Yeah, HC, yeah. I thought I said auto brake. It's not going to work, that. Right, we'll make an ATC call as we get over Tartan as we're on Unicom. Sean, so I've got an open descent just so I can drop below the profile so I can bleed some speed off in a bit. Yeah, because, yeah, exactly, HD. They're putting the landing lights in the wing. I think I spoke to you about that, didn't I? So they're putting it in the wing, so then that's it. Little speed brake gone. Alright, spoilers away. Don't need that no more. John, no. Had a great teacher, though. Edinburgh traffic easy, 34 Alpha Mike is overhead Tartan on the IMPIP 1 Echo approach for ILS runway 24.
Easyjet 736 lined up runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
Right, let's shell off that rate of descent a little bit, shall we? Right, not long till we're down. Start slowing it down as well in a moment. Hugo15 on Twitch says this stream is so relaxing. It wasn't at the start, mate, in Brussels. That was chaos. Ian Alloway, so the bar at the top is a streaming overlay. I can't actually see it, only you guys can see it, I can't, so that's why I never know whether it's broken or not. Right, let's start to slow down. So push for managed speed. So you can see what I'm trying to do here. If we get to about 3,000 feet, just as we start to come around here, then we'll Hopefully get a full house. Glide slope, lock star, job lot. Back it says hurry up and land before the craft license closes. Right, there's the fourth bridge. Airport's over there. Aviation crew, absolutely not. No, we're bang on profile. Trust me. Actually, we're below the profile, but you'll see why that will work nicely in a moment. So I'm going to flaps 1 now. Speed's checked. Flaps 1. Nice pulse speed, and we'll go 180. Lower ECAMs just brought up that initial side stick fault, so just be aware of that. And clear. Do my best for a CDA. Don't think I'm gonna get it. Descend 100 feet per minute. I'll be an alt star in a moment anyway, so that made no difference. So there we go, VS 100. Glide slope should be coming up to meters in a second. Here it comes. Right, so approach mode is on, autopilot 2 is on, alt star, glide slope lock blue, cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. Can't see any other aircraft knocking about. There's our runway. Stephen says, asks, why are both autopilot active? So it's just for redundancy, in case one of them decides to have a bit of a wobble. Right, 9 mile final. Come on, Lockstar. Glide slope starting to drop. Flaps 2, speed's checked, flaps 2. Let's get that drag out and ready. There's that little balloon. I'm going to end up doing a glide slope from above here, aren't I? Not liking the look of that picture. Can't do glide slope from above till I've got lock start. Here it comes. There's lock star, gear down. Come on. 6 mile final. I'm not convinced we're going to make this.
2,500.
Radio altimeter alive. Edinburgh approach Easy34 Alpha Mike established runway 24. Established in the loosest term of the word. Here she comes. I've got to be stable at 1,000 feet. What we at? There we go. Glide slope star. Manage that speed. Flaps 3. Speed's checked. Flaps 3.
1,000.
1,000 feet. May have just bust a bit of a stable gate.
$500.
Now we're stable. What the hell are they screaming about?
$100 above.
Come on, stop
Minimum.
chasing pappies. Whoa, why have we got man thrust shown?
Edinburgh
Go
traffic,
around.
Easy very established on runway. I left runway 24, currently is at 10 miles.
Mantoga, SRS, nav, positive rate, gear up. Easy 34 off mic, missed approach at Edinburgh, runway 24. Thrust climb, up and climb. Flaps 1. Okay, I'm going to continue climb. 5,000. Past airspeed. Spoilers and flaps. Disarmed. And retracted. Okay, heading. Let's head back round, shall we? Try again. Autopilot 1 engaged. Ugh, let's try that again. Who said this stream was relaxing and someone had jinxed me? I blame them. Speed I'll start. Edinburgh traffic using 34 Alpha Mike, setting up for another approach. Will make right base traffic into runway 24. So 061, we'll fly that heading and we'll have another go. Alright, approach phase is reactivated. We'll fly this at green dot then. Let's redo the approach checklist. So, QNH 1022 seatbelts are on, minimums 300 and auto brake low. EFB is still stowed. Oh, I would have got that in if I'd have not seen the FMA drop into manual thrust, which we started to spool up, and I'm like, well, no, now I'm going to be well out. So it was one of those split decision moments. Do I just try and rescue it, or should we just go around? I wasn't happy with the approach anyway, so go around. Christian says do manual thrust in case this happens again. See, it wouldn't have bothered you, Christian, would it? You and your old Lufthansa ways. Good shout, HD. What's fuel? Yeah, we got 3.1 tons on board, so we're fine for another attempt. What's that? It's 2.5 hours worth of fuel. Becky says he's got to go. There's a six-pack waiting with his name on it. Go for it, mate. Enjoy. Enjoy. See you again on the next one. Christian says manual thrust sounds harder than it is, mate. It sounds... it sounds really hard. You don't have to tell me. It sounds awful. Right, thrust idle. Open descent and 3000 blue. Okay, let's start to slow it down then. So, we'll go flaps 1, speed's checked, flaps 1. And we'll drop 180 knots again. Mendes, thank you for the follow. And Joe Jambo as well. Welcome on board, mate. Shall we have another go? Right, let's spin around. And we'll try again. Speed alt start. Yeah, so HD has called it there. The 500 feet we were definitely stable, but 1,000 feet only just. So, glide slope lock blue, Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. Let's have another go. Fat Dan Gaming. It is. It's a later flight than I wanted. We got held up in Brussels, and now we've just gone around for a second approach. So definitely a later flight than planned. Ah well, gives you guys something to watch on a Saturday night, doesn't it? Right, lock star. And as for the passengers screaming, God knows what that was all about. There we go, full house, glide slope star, lock star, 3,000 feet, go around altitude is set. So if we get manual thrust happening again and we're happy and stable, I'm going to disengage auto thrust and I will fly her in manually. Edinburgh traffic using 34 Alpha Mike, established runway 248 mile final.
2,500.
Right, coming up on 2,000 feet, flaps 2, speeds checked, flaps 2. CD55 says he's had his passengers screaming lots of times. Hopefully HD hasn't. Are we on Unicom? Yeah, we're on Unicom. Right, 6 miles, gear down, spoilers. Manage the speed. Flaps 3. Lights are on, landing checklist. So the cabin is secured. Go around altitude 3,000 feet is set. Eco memo, landing no blue. Hey, Manchester Aircraft Spotting. Sadly, I have no schedule because my life's far too chaotic. Right, this looks a bit happier. What about disengaged? I have control of half the aircraft. Just get back on that sense line.
500.
Here come the passengers screaming again. They really don't like Edinburgh, do they? Take me back to Brussels.
Hundred above. Minimum.
Continue, despite what the passengers think.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Alright, so spoilers deployed, first green. Decel. Manual brakes. I'm taking the earlier exit. I want to get to the terminal. Okay, let's get the lights off. I'll start the APU in a moment. So this is interesting then. What was that touchdown rate? What did it say it was? That's the overlay, which is not entirely reliable, to be honest with you. But we do have the actual sort of professional touchdown rate monitor, which I think is a bit better. Actually, I think it's a lot better. So we'll check that in a moment once we've got into the gate. Tidied her up. Welcome to Edinburgh. Second time lucky. The passenger noises were coming from a mod called Self-Loading Cargo, which it's a bit temperamental at times. If you're not sticking around for the replay and evaluation, then and you're on your way out, please do hit the subscribe button. It's seriously, ground disconnected. Sorry, the like button if you have if enjoyed the stream tonight. It's a little bit different. Now, is that ground? It is 12175. I'm not going to stop taxiing. Don't know where we are. We're on Alpha. I think we're on Alpha. Ground Easy 34 Alpha Mike with you on Alpha.
Easy 34 Alpha Mike, taxi stand 1 Alpha, Alpha via Alpha and Echo.
Stand 1 via Alpha, Alpha and Echo for Easy 34 Alpha Mike. Straight down here then. Yeah, check out the replay, and we'll have a look at the landing analysis in a moment. See what that looks like.
Edinburgh ground, speedbird 33 with you, looking for a stand.
Looking for a stand. Mr. Tingle says first time here on Twitch. Thanks for the stream. You're more than welcome. Thank you for being here. Hope we'll see you again soon. It's a bit of a weird text line, this, isn't it? Left, right, left, right. Right, how long has this stream been? It's nearly been 3 hours. Wow. That is far longer than anticipated. Oh, we've got a static aircraft there. That's no good. And ground, got a static aircraft in the way. Can we take 1 Alpha, please?
Easy 34 Alpha Mike. I did say Alpha 1.
Oh, that's fine. 3 for Alpha Mike, taxiing into Alpha 1.
And Easy 34 Alpha Mike, I don't think that's static, I think that's just a player that's also arrived that's not disconnected yet.
Fair enough, didn't know if it was scenery or VATSIM. Turning on stand now, thanks for the service. 3 for Alpha Mike, good night.
1 on my screen as well.
Yeah, Christian, gorgeous purple tower. It's Pirigi, isn't it, again, this scenery? I've not had GSX set up for this, so we'll just stop the aircraft somewhere that looks official. About there should do. Right, leave the engine running so the replay can run in a moment. Let me have a look then and see what the actual touchdown was listed as. Landing report. Here it goes, guys. There you go. Okay. Yeah, suppose we'll take that. There you go. I do like this landing report for obvious reasons. So what we got? Landing distance 591, satisfactory. Deviation from the centre line 3 meters to the right, satisfactory. Touchdown rate of descent 32 feet per minute. Pretty certain that's not safe, is it? Speed of touchdown 136, that's fine. Bank at touchdown, perfect. Pitch 5.1 degrees up. Okay. So, yeah. Can't complain at that at all, really, can we? Good stuff. Okie dokies. Let's get rid of that. Let's check out that replay. Oh god, it's late. Okay guys, I will give you the replay as we go to play out the stream as per usual. So before I do that, guys, thank you so much for being with us this evening. It has been a late stream than planned. We got held up in Brussels, which was, well, essentially realistic. It was comedy gold at times, though, that was. Yeah, it's been a great flight. We had lots of ATC getting out, with a bit of ATC coming in, and what gorgeous weather. Absolutely gorgeous weather all the way down there. Bit of excitement at the end with something not behaving, so do the right thing, go around. I had time tonight to muck about with that, so yeah, go around and straight back in. No holding or much debriefing there required, I don't think. So happy, passengers are happy, they're all here, we're all safe in one piece. Guys, I hope you're having an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and for those of you who have donated, contributed to the channel's upkeep through super chats, donations, etc., and of course channel membership, a huge thank you to you guys for supporting the channel in doing what we're doing. Big thanks to the mods as always for your help, and of course to everybody in the chat tonight for making the evening an entertaining one as normal. Thank you so much for your support. Love this community. I look forward to speaking to you on Discord over the weekend as per usual. Next flight, not sure when that will be, but as usual I will you know, on our Discord server as and when. Right, so that was our first one. super speed. Right, let's play that one in. Thanks so much, guys. I'll look forward to seeing you all again very soon, guys. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.